Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving deep today into some really interesting source material. It's a virtual training session all about a big upcoming event for something called the Great Discovery.
That's right. We got to listen in on this meeting. And the focus wasn't just on what this thing is. They really drilled down into the practical steps, how people can actually promote its launch event.
Exactly. So our mission here is to, well, go through that material. We want to pull out what the Great Discovery actually is, why this event is such a big deal for them, and crucially, those specific marketing strategies and tools they're pushing. It's kind of a shortcut for you, the listener, to get up to speed on this global education marketplace idea and the actual methods they're teaching to spread the word, straight from their own training.
Yeah, it's a fascinating look at how they're trying to connect this huge global vision with very concrete actions for individuals.
Okay, let's start at the beginning then. Based on the source material, what exactly is the Great Discovery?
Well, they describe it as a global education marketplace. What they really emphasized in the training was its foundation. Built on the principles of Six Sigma, they own and co-created the brand, and they made a point of highlighting its recognition by MIT.
Ah, the MIT mention. That stood out.
Yeah, they said MIT recognized it as one of the top business innovations of the last 150 years.
So they're definitely positioning it as something different, not just another online course site maybe. More disruptive, perhaps, with that Six Sigma angle.
That's definitely the vibe they're going for. The platform itself, they said, has been in preparation for over 3 years. Key things they talk about: world-class education e-learning platform. But the real kicker, the thing they kept coming back to, was the language tech.
The language tech.
Yeah, they claim it delivers the world's first live translations, content available in 120 languages. And get this, live, two-way Zoom translation in up to 41 languages.
Wow, live translation in Zoom sessions. That sounds like a potential game changer for global reach, right?
It's presented as exactly that. According to them, this lets creators, coaches, teachers, even companies expand their reach massively. They threw out the number: 8.2 billion people, potential audience with internet access.
Huge number.
And they also mentioned this growing network of affiliates, already in over 200 countries apparently, promoting content. So learners can connect with experts from anywhere, different backgrounds, different cultures, no language barrier.
And wasn't there something unique for the learners too? Something about getting paid?
Yes, that was another capability they highlighted. Learners can actually get paid while they learn on the platform.
Yeah.
The whole vision is framed around big changes for business, for human empowerment, by really tackling those language issues head on.
Okay, so that's the platform, the foundation, the tech, the vision. Now, this training session we looked at was all about a specific event, the launch. What's happening there?
Right. This is the main event, the worldwide premiere of the Great Discovery Global Education Marketplace. It's set for Saturday, June 7th, 2025, runs from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's a live online event.
4 hours. What did the source material say attendees can expect? What's the draw?
Well, attendees get the full introduction to the whole program, obviously. They'll hear from speakers described as renowned and world-class specialists in education and personal empowerment. The stated goal is for everyone to leave feeling charged up.
Charged up? Okay.
And a key part using that translation tech is live breakout sessions, real-time communication, networking with people from totally different countries and cultures.
Live, translated networking, globally. That does sound different for an online event.
And they stressed, it's free to attend.
Free. Okay. Now, the source didn't just frame this as an intro session. It sounded like a pretty significant opportunity, especially for the people promoting it.
Oh, absolutely. It goes way beyond just learning about the platform.
Yeah.
The training really hammered the financial and economic empowerment angle. It's all built around this referral model. As they explained it, if you refer someone, you get paid on, quote, everything that they ever do.
Everything. What does that mean exactly?
It means any courses they buy, subscriptions, boot camps, whatever. And not just them. It extends through their, quote, entire global network.
Whoa. So you refer one person, and if they refer others and so on, you potentially earn from all that activity down the line.
That's precisely the model they laid out. Learning activity generates revenue within your referred network.
Okay, so attending the premiere is positioned as the starting point for this.
Yes, exactly. It's framed as the way to jumpstart leveraging this whole opportunity. They really stress this point. Attendees who register using someone's specific referral link get coded to that person.
Coded, like tagged to them permanently.
That's the idea. And here's the kicker. Even free offers or giveaways from the speakers during the event automatically link back to the original refer. So just by getting people to show up for the free premiere, you're potentially building out that network automatically.
That coding part is a powerful incentive tied right into the launch itself. And does this tie back to their bigger picture?
Definitely. The stated vision is to become the biggest, most effective global e-learning machine. This event, they explicitly called it Day One. And the sort of overarching philosophy they mentioned was empowering people to bless others and thereby bless themselves through this system.
Okay. Platform, event, opportunity. Got it. But the real meat of the training was the how. How do you actually promote this thing? This is where it gets really interesting. What were the specific strategies and tools they talked about in the source material?
Right, the absolute core, the thing everything else revolved around, was the personal affiliate funnel link.
Okay, let's start there. What is it and why is it so essential?
It's basically a unique web link. Every affiliate gets one, and it has their specific tracking code embedded at the end. Its job is simple. Send people to the event registration page. But the crucial part, the tracking piece, is that when someone clicks your link and registers, the system tags them to you.
So the link connects the registration back to the referrer.
Exactly. And it means that attendee watches the event from your replicated website. Any purchases they make later, any activity, it credits your account. It's the fundamental piece for that whole referral payment model to work.
Makes sense. It's the digital connection. Okay, so once you have your link, what were the first methods they suggested using?
They started really simple. Direct outreach, using your phone contacts and Messenger. The basic idea is just texting people you know. They even provided sample text. Something friendly like, hey, name, I'm going to this amazing online event, don't want to go alone, can you help me out and join me? And then, the most important part, include your unique funnel link.
And they suggested just working through your phone book.
Yeah, literally start at A and go through your contacts. Classic direct approach.
Okay. And Messenger was similar?
Pretty much the same copy and paste idea. They did add a useful tip, though. Said that Facebook might flag your messages as spam if you send the exact same thing too many times. So maybe tweak the wording slightly after, like 8 or 10 cents.
Good practical advice. Okay, beyond one-to-one messages, what was the next level for reaching more people, especially on social?
Method 2 was creating a Facebook event page. They actually walk through the steps during the training. Go to your Facebook homepage, find events under more, click create an event. Pretty standard stuff.
Right. What specific details did they say to fill in for this event?
Okay, use an image or the event video they supply. Give it a clear title, like the official event name. Set the date, Saturday, June 7th. Start time, 12 p.m. Eastern. Set the event type to virtual. And here's the key part. In the location field, choose external link and paste in your personal funnel link.
So the location is actually the registration link. Clever.
Exactly. They also recommended adding the end time, 4 p.m. Eastern, just so people know it's a 4-hour commitment.
Got it. And what was the big feature they highlighted for getting invites out?
The ability to invite up to 500 Facebook friends with, quote, the click of one button. They stressed you should actually do it, select all your friends or target specific ones and then hit send invites.
Yeah, that 500 invite feature is definitely a quick way to get the word out on Facebook. Okay, shifting gears a bit. What about using AI? They mentioned that.
Method 3, yeah. Leveraging AI. Specifically, a tool they call the Wow Chatbot, which is part of their AI Genius Club platform.
The Wow Chatbot. What's special about it for this promotion?
The main thing they demonstrated was how it can learn to write like you. You give it some prompts, maybe some samples of your writing. And the strategic point, they explained, is authenticity. So when you send out posts or invites, they sound like you, like your personal voice, not some generic marketing message. Especially important when reaching out to friends who know how you usually talk.
Okay, so it helps personalize the AI-generated content.
Yeah.
How do you actually use it for the event promotion?
You just ask it, tell it to write a short post or an invite about the event, and remind it to use your specific style. They showed an example, asked for a draft, and boom, it generated one right away. They kind of positioned it as your helpful friend or assistant for getting content out fast.
Sounds useful. Definitely a time saver. What other social media tactics did they cover beyond the Facebook event?
Method 4 was more about general social media engagement tactics. They pulled together tips from a couple of different speakers in the source. First off, frequency. Post a few times, they said. Because, algorithms, not everyone sees your post the first time.
Right. Need multiple touches. What about the message itself?
The approach was more about creating curiosity. teasing the event. They suggested phrases like, "Did I miss you?" or "Everyone's talking about this," or "Who wants in?" The idea is to tantalize, not spell everything out. Inject excitement, have fun with it. They even said do it messy.
Do it messy, like don't overthink it.
Yeah, be authentic, maybe a bit raw. And they strongly recommended using personal video. Said your face will get more traction with the algorithms.
Personal video. Makes sense. Okay, so you post frequently, make it intriguing. How do you boost visibility once it's posted?
That led to interaction strategies, specifically encouraging a commenting party. The logic they presented was simple. Comments equal engagement. When you comment on other people's posts about the event and reply back and forth, it signals activity to the algorithm, helps your posts get seen more.
Ah, the algorithm game.
Yeah. They suggested aiming for something like 15 to 18 comments on a thread. And a little trick. Use stickers or GIFs in your replies. Each one counts as a comment, boosting the thread's engagement score quickly.
Clever little hack.
Oh.
Okay, that covers broad posting. Did they talk about more focused ways to find the right attendees?
They did. They called it spear phishing, or the rifle approach.
Yeah.
This is about going into relevant online groups, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, places focused on things like homeschooling, wellness, specific job skills, network marketing, that kind of thing.
Okay, find relevant communities. Then what?
The key strategy here, they stressed, is not to just jump in and blast your event link. That usually backfires in groups. Instead, provide value first. Share useful insights, maybe offer free resources related to the group's topic they mentioned, having free courses people could give away. Build rapport, support others, establish a presence, build that know, like, and trust. Then occasionally you can invite people to something like this event.
So build the relationship before you make the ask. Makes sense for group dynamic.
Exactly. And another targeted approach was what they called Cupid's arrow.
Cupid's arrow.
Yeah, basically one-on-one outreach to influential people, individuals who have large networks of their own. The idea is if you get them involved, they can reach many others. But again, the advice was to connect personally first, check in before sending the invite.
So a mix of casting a wide net and making targeted shots. What about email? Was that covered?
Yep, method 5 was email invitations, using another AI tool from their Genius Club platform. They showed how their event email tool works. You put in who you're sending it to, could be one person, could be a group. You add the event details, name, date, time, 12 p.m. ET. And crucially, for the Zoom link or registration link, you put in your personal funnel link.
Okay, and the AI helps write the email content itself.
Right. You can use the WOW chatbot. Again, they showed an example. Copy text from the event website, paste it into the chatbot, ask for a summary, then paste that summary into the email tool. The tool also lets you customize things. Sender name, add an RSVP button, choose the tone-friendly, professional, persuasive, urgent.
Tone options. That's interesting.
And languages. They showed a whole list of languages you could generate the email in: Spanish, Vietnamese, Korean, Dutch, Arabic. Tons of options.
Wow, okay. Quick drafting, customizable tone, and multilingual. That seems really efficient, especially for a global push.
Yeah, designed for speed and reach. The tool generates a draft, you copy it, and send it from your regular email account. They did suggest a tactic here too, the 1-2 punch. Call the person first, ask permission to send the invite, then email it.
Ah, adding that personal touch back in. Smart. Okay, we've covered texting, Facebook events, AI posts, general social tactics, groups, email. What about LinkedIn specifically, beyond groups?
Method 6, writing a LinkedIn article. This was presented as a way to create more lasting content on your LinkedIn profile. The steps they showed. On LinkedIn, click Write an Article, add an image or video the event one works, give it a clear title. Then use AI, like the WOW chatbot, to generate the main body copy. They suggested asking for, say, a 500-word article about the event. Paste that in.
Use AI for the article body. That saves a ton of time.
Absolutely. Then embed your unique funnel link using LinkedIn's Add Link feature. Maybe highlight some text like register now and link it. You can even use AI again to create a short summary post for sharing the article link on your feed, then publish.
Okay, that definitely streamlines creating longer form content for LinkedIn.
For sure. The benefits they mentioned were building up a database of articles on your profile, which can help your LinkedIn visibility or score, and the speed, doing it in minutes versus maybe half a day writing from scratch.
Lots of practical methods covered there. Did they touch on what happens with the data collected from all these registrations?
Briefly, yes. They mentioned that when someone registers through your link, you get access to their info in a CRM system specifically, their Genius Club CRM. The purpose is clear. Follow up. Building your own list for future communications, future offers. You could also use it to run giveaways, like offering a free course only to people who registered via your link.
Right. Connecting the front-end promotion to back-end list building and relationship management seems like a pretty well thought out system, at least as described in the source.
That's certainly the impression they gave. Provide the tools, link them together, empower the individual affiliate.
So, pulling all these threads together, the training, after laying out all these tools and strategies, really emphasized one key thing above all else, didn't it?
Oh yeah, big time. After all the how-tos, the absolute core message was, you have to take action. They were pretty direct about it. Said something like, we can't guarantee results if you take action, but we can guarantee no results if you don't take action.
Execution is everything. Makes sense. And they also talked about how individual action feeds into something bigger using this idea of social proof.
Exactly. The logic explained was, when lots of people start promoting the same event using these methods, potential attendees start seeing it everywhere in their texts, on Facebook, and groups, maybe from multiple contacts. This creates social proof. It makes the event seem like a big deal, something important is happening. It triggers what they call the reticular activating system, basically. Makes people notice it more and think, maybe I should check this out.
So everyone promoting helps the overall event visibility.
Right. It supports the collective goal. But because everyone is using their own unique link, all that increased visibility and registration activity also directly builds their individual network at the same time.
It's presented as a win-win. Collective buzz drives individual network growth, and this launch event is sort of like the training ground for this whole system.
That's how they framed it. Mastering these tools and methods now for this first big premier event gets you ready for what they called Phase 3. Future events, ongoing activities, using similar systems, potentially promoting in multiple languages down the line.
Wow. Okay. So we've really deep dived here. We explored the Great Discovery Platform, its Six Sigma roots, the MIT nod, that potentially game-changing live translation tech, and its vision for global education and empowerment. We looked at the big worldwide premiere event coming up this Saturday, June 7th, 12 p.m. Eastern, and the opportunity model tied to it. And then we unpacked that whole toolbox of specific, actionable promotion strategies from the training source, direct outreach, Facebook events, AI chatbots for personalized content, email tools with language options, LinkedIn articles, group engagement tactics. The list goes on. It's a really detailed picture of how they're trying to blend advanced technology with pretty fundamental direct marketing and network building.
It really is fascinating, isn't it? Seeing cutting-edge stuff like AI and live translation integrated into a system that, at its core, still relies heavily on individual relationships and referral marketing, just scaled up globally and digitally.
So what does this all mean for you? Think about this model we've unpacked from the source material. A platform aiming for truly global scale by trying to eliminate language barriers, combined with tools designed to empower individuals to build potentially vast networks through direct promotion, amplified by technology. What does this combination suggest about the future? How might education, business opportunities, even just personal connections evolve in a world where language potentially isn't the barrier it used to be?
It definitely raises a big question, doesn't it, about the real impact of potentially frictionless global communication.
Yeah.
What could that unlock for learning, for entrepreneurship, just as this training material seems to envision? Something to think about.